I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me is a beautiful phrase that we don't always have. In him who strengthens me. This sentence is not by chance. You have to be prepared to get there. There has to be our daily sacrifice.
Tem que viver o processo da reconciliação interior.
You have to live the process of inner reconciliation every day. You have to have courage. Like people, courage is the end result of our possibilities and our limits. Courage is the final fruit of what you have reconciled. Of everything you have, defects and qualities, you put it all together and still you go. You fight, and that's what we need to learn. Back to fighting. Sometimes I think we're numb. Bad things are happening and we are not reacting. It can't be like that anymore. The time of preparation is very important for the growth of a person. There is no great human being without preparation. No human being can be able to say no to what he destroys, if he's not big, if he's not prepared. Enough of this illusion that we can get somewhere without sacrifice, without struggle. It's preparation. It's day by day. If there is something in this life that frightens you, that makes you afraid, respect it. But don't allow fear to be decisive, because otherwise you will be eternally afraid. Many times our suffering is duplicated within us because we feed the experience of fear. It's like taking a road to get to a certain place. There will be a curve. There will be a hole, and when you want to get somewhere, you accept the sacrifice. You live at some risk. There's no way to get there without risk. Guys, when we want something, nobody holds us back. When we truly want it, we fight. The problem is that we don't always want to. Sometimes life buries more than death itself. When we don't realize life, when we don't realize looking at the difficulties we have, when we don't face our limits in a positive way, when we bow down from our weaknesses, from our frailties, when we create this spirit of victim, of poor people, I will not allow life to bury me any more than death itself. Don't want a life without suffering. They want a life with struggle. This is what distinguishes honest people in today's world. Those who are able to look at the limits they have. I have this limit, but the limit is mine. I'm not his. I have problems in life, but problems do not manage me. I'm the one who manages the problems. We need to have courage. We need to look this life in the face. No more failed people. No more people unwilling to take on life. Be honest with the life you are writing. Be honest with the fears you feel. Be honest with what truly deserves your commitment. Be honest with what truly deserves your attention. Maybe we are wasting time in life because we are paying attention to what really doesn't need to be. The path is narrow. If you thought it was easy, you were wrong. Without a fight, nobody can win absolutely anything. Without confrontation, there is no human growth. Without confrontation, there is no maturation of the issues. If you run away from yourself, if you run away from your faults, chances are you'll die much worse than when the world arrived. What life has done to you, I'm sorry. I have no way to change. Many times we don't get the answer. It's because we still haven't asked the right question. Take action starting today. Have the courage to put your suffering on the table. Have the courage to look at him. What is generating this suffering in my life? Where is my fault? Where is my responsibility in the face of all this bad stuff? Where am I going wrong so that this suffering continues inside me? Or is my attitude today causing suffering for the future? Suffering can awaken what is most selfish in us. When we only look at what we are going through. Even because, people, the beautiful way that we have to overcome the tragedy of our lives is for us to look at the people who are on the side and try to help them. That's when we make our tragedy a starting point, and not a point of arrival. My tragedy, your tragedy, my pain. Your pain cannot be our point of arrival. It is our starting point. Many times we don't get the answer. It's because we still haven't asked the right question. Many times we are left with the wrong answer, the wrong question, and we'll never get to the answer. Because wisdom teaches us that instead of asking why I'm going through this, I should ask myself, how am I going to go through this now? Because nothing can be more dangerous for human beings than forgetting who they are. Because if you forget who you are, others will make